How do we get ready for college football on Saturday? We bring in Uncle Jamie for Uncle Jamie's College Football Locks of the Week, as always brought to you by Central City Toyota, as that is his dealership. I was there yesterday, 4 new tires, front-end alignment. They did it too quickly. Jamie, I had more work I had to do, but you guys were so fast in the service department. I was like, no, I have more work I have to do. No, I don't want to go home to my mom and my 3-year-old. No, let me stay here and drink more coffee. And I had to leave. Well, I didn't have to leave. I could have stayed. But anyway, Uncle Jamie 3-0 last week. Don't let him get hot. I keep telling people that. Don't let him get hot. You can pay double for oil changes if he keeps giving you 3-0 weeks.
I get to do my Ric Flair this morning. Woo!
Well,
my 3-0.
Let's see. Don't see that. This is the problem I always have. I get cocky with my picks, and then I go 0-3.
That's you get hit.
So let's start Georgia and Ole Miss. Georgia is 2.5-point favorites at Ole Miss. I don't have a feel for this one. Your other two games I have a feel for. But who do you like in this one? Give me your analysis on this.
You got Georgia going into Oxford, big environment, 3:30 game. Georgia has played so poorly in the first half of all their games. Carson Beck, who was coming in this year with big NFL aspirations, has looked terrible. I've thrown 11 interceptions in 5 games. But I will say this about Georgia. Georgia comes up big when they need to come up big. You'll see Georgia play well in this game and thump Ole Miss. Georgia comes in, lay the points, take Georgia. Stone cold lock on this one.
That's all. They asked Kirby Smart yesterday about his visor. They were trying to get him to show a little bit of humor regarding his visor, and he's like, "I'll spend a lot of time thinking about my visor." He's in total business game mode right now, Jamie.
And it's a shame. Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss came in with high aspirations this year. You know, they had Jackson Dart, world-class receiving core. They just have not been able to get over the hump and win the big game. And you know, the SEC schedule is a gauntlet.
Brutal.
Coming in. It's such a tough game, and Georgia is they're primed in this type of game to come up big. So I think Georgia wins pretty handily.
Alabama 3-point road favorites at LSU. Every year this is a great game. Alabama bounced back a little bit here. What do you see in this one?
You know, the LSU this game, each team has 2 losses. So whomever comes out of this game with a loss is out of the college playoff. They're done. So this is a showdown in Baton Rouge. LSU's my team, but I can't go with my heart on this one. Bama, I worry about the Kelvin DeBoer offense with Jalen Milroe. They haven't looked great. Their defense secondary has been suspect. LSU, they have a good passing game. Nussmeier, the quarterback, has played well. My heart informs my mind on this one, so I'm going to take LSU and get the 3 points. I think it's a toss-up game. It's one of those environments where, like you said, every year it goes back and forth. But I think LSU comes out because I'm not a believer in what DeBoer is doing in Alabama this year.
All right, last game, and we all watched the Ohio State-Penn State game last week. Really tough way to lose the game. You have the ball inside the 5-yard line on 1st and goal, and to run pretty much the same play 3 times in a row, and then not convert 4th down. Tough loss for Penn State. They look to bounce back this week. Washington is coming off a win over those complete frauds at USC.
Yeah.
So they're 5-4 on the season. Penn State at home, 13.5-point favorites in Happy Valley. Is this the week? Is this a get-right game, a feel-better game after losing to Ohio State last week?
I think you and I read the line exactly the same in this game. I think this is a classic. It's a night game. It's a classic. Penn State gets right against a team that is better than you, not as good as you think they are. They come in, and I think Penn State thumps them. I think this is like a 3-touchdown victory on Happy Valley night is what I see.
Yeah, going from Washington all the way to so you're going West Coast to East Coast, And then you remember James Franklin. They have to they have to drive from the airport. They can't just fly right into State College, which is a very, very big deal. But I agree with you. I think Penn State hammers Washington this week. But the reality is they're going to be in the playoff, Penn State. Unless something happens here that I totally don't expect, they're probably going to have a home game in the playoffs. I know Pat McAfee was spreading a rumor yesterday that they don't have enough hotel rooms to support the game, and they may have to go play somewhere else. But no, they can actually host the game. They do have 110,000 people that go to games there weekly, Pat. So I think they'd be able to support the game.
They'll be able to figure it out in the state of Pennsylvania. So McAfee, he's a WVU guy. He's a West Virginia guy. So you got some of that Pittsburgh, West Virginia against Happy Valley in Philadelphia going on with him. You always got to figure out. So yeah, but this is a classic James Franklin game, right? Big game, disappointment, comes off it, and they win by 3 touchdowns or 4 touchdowns. And somehow, he just keeps going on and on and on.
Yeah. He's an all-time punch down coach. He punches down with the best of them, James Franklin.
And let me tell you, we talked about it last week. Ryan Day and Franklin, they both tried to give that game away.
Yeah, they did.
Penn State 2 times within the 5-yard line, and you get nothing. I mean, come on. Through.
Ohio State left the door wide open for Penn State, and unfortunately they couldn't capitalize on it. All right, Central City. Go ahead, Jamie.
That play, like you said, just to highlight this further, running the same play into the line 3 different times. I watched. Somebody did an extract on Instagram of the 4 plays. It was the same play. What are you doing?
Well, they didn't run it 4 times in a row. I guess, Jamie, you can give them that. In the heart of University City, Central City Toyota, 55 years on Chestnut Street. See my Uncle Jamie, his amazing staff. You're working in the city, drop off your car to get service. They'll shuttle you, or you can get a pickup and delivery service by an appointment basis. Just go to centralcitytoyota.com. They'll pick up the car from the city. They'll service it and drop it back off for you. And if you're looking to upgrade your ride, and who's not, Central City Toyota has an amazing selection of certified vehicles. There's no pricing games. One price approach. Everything is transparent and easy. So go see Uncle Jamie and his amazing staff. CentralCityToyota.com. Jamie, good luck. We'll talk again next week.
All right, John. Thanks. Talk soon.
There he is, coming off a 3-0 week.